on top. What kind of impact is Jack's head taking? You guys can laugh. It's an honest question. It's not a rhetorical one.
Very little.
Yeah, very little. His head's out of the way. The whole idea is we want to get his head up. We want to get his head out of the way. All right? How are we creating that opportunity?
You're not putting your head on the bottom, you're putting it on top.
Yeah, are we making Jack cross his head across the bow of the ship with Ron and coming flare? No, we got him getting it cheek to cheek on the opposite shoulder that he's tackling. Okay? What are we attacking here? What are we attacking here? What's making this tackle? What do you need to score a touchdown? Legs. So, what is Jack taking away immediately? Legs. There it is. It's easy as that. You guys have questions about that so far?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
So growing up, we are always taught to put the head in front, as you just mentioned, because the runner could bounce off or work outside. So, in theory, what you're saying is you're going to put it on the other side, let your shoulder do the work, and then get the legs as well. So, getting the legs is what allows you to do that?
To complete the tackle?
To complete the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, yes. There's a couple things that we'll expand onto it a little bit more. But yeah, leg drive, the ring of steel, and closing that ring of steel shut. Some guys like to actually grab a hold of the hamstrings themselves and pull in like so.
Coach, can I add something from what I learned? Because fighting with this ourselves and knowing that we need to do it. Also, when you guys have guys come up flat-footed, right, you lose a lot of power. And a lot of the kids you're dealing with don't have the core strength, lower back, or stability muscles to keep balance or to drive through. So now we're not asking them to get in this position and 9 times out of 10 getting ran over. We're starting to get another leg in there. Okay, we're asking them to leverage. We're breaking the knee down. Now, obviously, I'm on this side. I'm going to leverage and spin and roll. I'm not asking them to try to come up flat-footed with a weak back. Now, you know, most kids aren't coming through the balls of their feet and driving through, running their feet. We're asking them to leverage and break down their balance from their legs.
The key, yeah, the footwork is a key to this. We'll get to that. You had your hands up first.
Kind of touched base on it because I was going to say if you got a running back that's running away from you and you're coming at an angle on him, that's kind of where I was. You'll go.
Yeah, we'll get to that. No, that's a good one though. That's a good one.
That's the same.
Yeah, good. So let's talk about the footwork first. So a lot of the footwork comes down to, like Coach Justin was just saying, you guys coming up, boom, like that. We're looking to make a tackle. No, what we want to see is what the footwork of a wrestling shoot. All right, if you're shooting a double leg takedown, we want to see you actually want to see you step into what we consider a hula hoop. When we train players at on a rugby pitch, we actually lay down hula hoops. All right, Ryan would be standing inside of a hula hoop right now. We want our players to work their footwork once they're within the distance of a hula hoop of that player. All right, all that is if I am Jack, I am here, I'm approaching, I am looking to split him in half. I am in a good power position still. I have my hands up, I'm firing through, I'm here. Head is still cheek to cheek. All that stuff that I need to do, right? Now, is that the most powerful position that you can be in? No, it's not. So what we add on is a drive for 5. We always want to create positive tackles, meaning working the defender's back or working the ball carrier back. In our sport, if we make a tackle here, but finish that tackle all the way back there, that's where they have to start with the ball. All right, so we're always looking to create positive feet drive or positive tackling. We have a saying for that as well. We call it spine in line with the goal line. We always want to have our players working their spines back in line with the goal line. That goes back to your angle situation. So, if Jack is attacking Ryan from this angle, he's looking to not cross his head across the bow, Jack. Thank you. All right? We're looking for that cheek-to-cheek ring of steel. Now, Jack is offset a little bit, right? Jack is going to look to get a drive for 5 so he can get his spine in line with the goal line. Once he does that, it works itself back in. It works itself into a good, biomechanically correct, safe tackle. Does that make sense?
I think that's what we're all going to get used to. That's the 100% opposite of what we've always.
Completely opposite. I'll tell you a personal story. When I made the transition from high school football to high school rugby, the very first game, I came down on the kickoff, lined that dude up, I'm going to laser him. This is going to be great. knocked myself stupid. Broke my nose, broke my cheekbone, ruined a very promising modeling career that I had. All right? Destroyed it. Why? Because I wanted to tackle like a football player. I'll be honest and frank with you guys. As a football player, I suffered 6 concussions. All right? Back then, it was getting your bell rung. Back then, wait a couple days. Then you could play. In rugby, that spanned 16 years of a career, had 1 concussion. All right? 0 major injuries. Is that attributed to tackling safe? Yes, partly. Yes, it is. Also, it's attributed to training, nutrition, all that stuff as well. All right? I'm not telling you that this is going to solve all of your problems, but it is hopefully going to solve some of your problems. So, from this brief little introduction here, what questions do you guys have?
You know, just one quick statement for kind of all of us that kind of say, hey, I don't think it's going to work. The hawk tackling is based on the Seahawks, correct? Yeah. And they won the Super Bowl with it, so it works at the highest level of football, where guys like Richard Sherman are great at it to avoid it, because one, they're on the field because they can be there to make the next play because they didn't break their faces out and not get concussed. So for anyone that's kind of going, I don't know. Look at the video with, I don't know if you just showed them that, the video with Pete Carroll and the Seahawks, and as they break it down step by step, it looks so much easier than when you're trying to just do it as a standing formation.
So at the youth football level, the biggest concern is arm tackling, right? And I do agree in the NFL,